we got 2 of these guys. Alright. I guess we're gonna really need to show them how it's done in... Or rather, how I did it back in Thralled, and I cannot generalize how it's done. They won't rest, huh? You are a Templar, aren't you?
We'll mop up any remaining Red Templars. Andraste marked me. We'll avenge every good knight who died in Theronfall.
Yeah, so I guess that is really the extent of what you'll see of your army in the entire game. Just a couple here and there during this one mission, I guess. Because they don't do anything in the game for you. I mean, they may as well have been Inquisition soldiers, really.
Good hunting, Inquisitor. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Yo, what up, my Nagas? How's it going, bud? Now, I remember there being like a weird anomaly with this part of the game. Where, like... See how there are enemies in here? Well, I thought there was. But as soon as I walk out, or at least on my other playthroughs, every time I've gone in here and, like, you know, came over here, killed everyone, walked in here, killed whatever's in here, then walked out, something would always spawn. Something would always spawn when I left. Well, what the shit? Alright, maybe I'm lying about all the time, but I know last time it did. I know last time it did! What the fucking Deuce Bigelow game? Alright guys, here we are at the temple gates. Let's go hang out with this person up here. Ooh, I actually stand corrected. This is the spot where my game was glitched into slow motion, not that other spot. I guess they do look pretty similar, huh? What are you doing? Sarah just pushed me off the ledge, you fucking jerk! Wow, look at this asshole. Thanks, Sarah. Now I get knocked over by that snooper pooper. Oh, hey, Cullen. How's it going? Surprised you would be down here. Oh, okay. I don't like that. Thank you very much. What are you doing with your pants on the floor, buddy? Yummy! Look how dead you are. Ooh. Hey, guys, look. This is more spooky than It Follows.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hear fighting ahead.
Uh-huh. Is that it? I thought there'd be a conversation. Oh, well. And there are going to be stairs to the right, but don't run down them or you'll cut dialogue off. Oh, well, never mind.
Namilana Serbanalen.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
It cannot be.
Across the bridge, now!
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an eluvian, but he mentioned a well of sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an eluvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So, how many times do we need to kill him? It's a small number, right?
Strike Corypheus down, and he will rise anew.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
My question is, though, how close does the blighted creature need to be for it to work? Because, like, let's say the nearest one was like across the universe. Would that mean, like, his essence, so to say, would, like, swirl around the fucking air until it gets there? These are answers I need answers to.
Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Well, I think instead of permanently killing him, why don't we just, like, stuff Corypheus in a very small box and send him north where he belongs and send him a very small box? I could go for that.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
Bow? Who said I bow to anyone?
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
But you hate handshakes. You hate all the touching. You said that.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony. Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
Well, Meryl in DA2 was under the impression that, Mythal was, like, vengeful, right?
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
'Tis thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets. It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
I only recognize a few phrases. Ah, a Belisan, meaning place of sorrow. That must be the well. There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Oh, no. This is bad. Rituals are bad. You can't want this.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
Sorry, Sarah. You know, it's apparent that there are some crazy elves here. Maybe if we appease them, maybe they'll stop fighting us, and maybe, maybe we can salvage some history from this place. Let's do it. Doop, 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 doop. Man, this puzzle is so hard.
There. Well done. Let us see what awaits.
Yeah, and I think if you, like, jump or something, or walk off the path, I think it resets or something. I remember, some of the pressure plates. Oh, hello. Whoa, what are those? Ew! Ew!
I see the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
They hurt themselves for years to get stronger, but they still die so easily.
Perhaps we shall fare better.
Well, anyway, that corpse right there, he will... What? What? Why did it cast barrier? By the way, I just clicked on my left stick and it casted barrier. Okay. But anyway, that body has... it just refills your potions. What do we got over here? Oh. Well, that door doesn't open.
The Temple of Mythal. Constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land. They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Elves built all this.
No, I don't think so, Sarah. It must have been the aliens. Oh, hello. The rebel god. The Dalish choose Haralon to mean traitor to one's kin. But the word does not appear in any elven text before the Tower's age. The ancient root word is related to Haralen, or opposition, and Helithen, or noble struggle. The Dalish call Fen'Harel a god of deception, but I posit a far more accurate translation would be god of rebellion. What he rebelled against is a story lost to time. In Dalish legends, Fen'Harel seals away the other deities out of love or trickery. If we understood more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dread Wolf story give him a more nuanced motivation beyond spite. From a treatise on the pagan and heretical customs of the Elven by Senelen Tavernier of the University of Orlais, commissioned by Empress Celine.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen Harel in Methal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
What's wrong with that?
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mafrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful. Still, so long as the wolf's jaws cannot close around us, we may pass safely on.
Well, that could be fun. I've never had a wolf chew on my face before. So yes, we are at an ancient temple. So let's look out for loot that couldn't possibly be here. Open.
Don't let them pass!
Yeah, I'm sure that guy will, he'll stop us. It's not like we've been fighting people just like them for the past 90 hours. But, oh, look at that barrier, and it's gone. I'm sorry to hear that guy. Why is Sarah getting hurt? What the fuck, Sarah? What the hell happened?
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
People are dying outside while we stand here. If we use the tunnel, more of our soldiers can flee.
Performing these rituals may mean the difference between reaching the well before Corypheus's minions and not at all.
Well, that's good enough for me.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Okay.